lighting. How are y'all doing? I wanted to jump on really uh, quickly here. We're just out and about. Isaac and I are having an outing. I wanted to get on though because the messages are getting very loud and clear. There's a lot that is coming up this week. We chatted on members about this as well. I'll also mention we went on weekly. We updated weekly members with Pisces, Taurus, and Gemini. We'll come back hopefully later tonight, and we'll finish off with the rest of the signs for that series. But in the meantime, it's getting very dark out there for those who, so many of you will be reuniting and having sort of, you're circling. Yeah, I'm hearing full circle storylines, okay, here with people who, we're going to get into it. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to head on out. I'm just waiting for something. In the meantime, enjoy the Bandit. I almost called him Bandit. Isaac. Thank you. What's that? Okay, thank you. Thanks. Bye. You too. Guys, I apparently cannot do matcha drinks. Matcha drinks all over me. God, child. Isaac would be able to drink from this boba straw better than I would. Okay. I'm hearing we're back at it again. Um, yeah, something is definitely coming up now for some of you. There's something that I feel like some of you here. Can you hear me, by the way? Some of you, you you let someone go, guys. Oh my God! Look at this little cactus. It's like an Isaac cactus. Oh my God! If Isaac if Isaac had a cactus, it would be maybe that cactus. We'll let him choose that one. He won't. What is the word? Inundate. Encumber him with objects. You should decide. His karma. I'm hearing it like that as well. Well, maybe some of you guys, like, there is something that, you did, and you decided on, and some of you even squared something away, and you decided maybe even to be independent with something. What am I eating? This is, jelly. Lychee jelly. For some, getting distracted because that guy was holding something. He opened the door and he was jingling something. I thought it was like a key or something. I don't know. Maybe he was talking to someone else. Okay, well, let's ground it now. For some, you made a decision. It's like I kind of decided, like, I'm not going to be. I'm hearing investing in this now. That can be a metaphor. No, some of you listen. The point is, people are wondering, like, how is it that, like, so and so got their karma like this or that? Like, why? Like, they don't understand. Like, why is it you're on, the wave you're on? And so you're going to be hearing back from people, okay, who, honestly, I'm going to be quite frank here. Before we do proceed with that message, a quick commercial break. Whoa, don't need to zoom in that. My makeup is looking all right today, but still. You give me a heads up before you just zoom in like that. Sure, my pores and my whiskers on fleek. Okay. Guys, I'm silly. For some of you, maybe you're starting to see also who someone really is. It's like, no, like, actually, like, that person didn't really have it going on. They were just trying to make me feel like I didn't have it going on, because they're trying to make me feel like I didn't have it going on because I did have it going on, and they're just making fun of me. I'm hearing that. Some of you, let me tell you, in the next 6 to 8 months, even around the 5-month mark, people who, I'm seeing the number 69, some of you These are even people who are like, nah, it's like, I don't care anymore. Like, we don't need to hang out. We don't need to be friends. I'm good without, let me tell you, some of you, your karma, you think it's going well now, huh? You're going to be experiencing the height, okay, of this karmic turnaround. Oh my, I made a mess. I made a messy boo. And I'm hearing something about Thailand here for some. And I see a little library box. Let me show you. Love you, Angela. Aw. So take it as you will. Could be something related to academics. Now, some of you could be a professor. Oh, I see you getting. Ooh, this is one of those moments. It's the equivalent of like winning a Grammy, But like in terms of professorship, like you are gonna get that position, and people who were making fun of you and shit back there, yeah. I'm seeing like you're gonna be very popular here amongst the crowd that really matters. It's like people who are like making jokes about like your content. Maybe some of you have a program. Somebody was making fun of it. Like, oh honey, I hear it again like that. Nothing but LOLs and epiphanies with some realizations on the side. Ooh. Um, on the side of that with some appetizer of. I'm hearing. Suddenly I see. Now, the next year, I feel for many, many, many light workers is going to be totally different from the last few years. And just get ready, as you do, I was getting this message, as you elevate, it is expected, right? That not everybody will, be on board with that. But it's funny because you don't need to be on board. You don't need to have the same speed. You don't need to be on the same wavelength. Wow, there's a wall here. It's been raining, guys. It says 4th and Neil. For some of you, there's something that you stop caring as well. It's like, I don't care anymore. I see someone here. I'm seeing FL. I'm hearing Florida here with that. Yeah. And I see there's a globe sticker. For some of you, like, you're gonna figure out the way of your life, the way that makes sense for you. And I feel like, people are not gonna get it, but like, how can we? This is what it's like. How can we expect them to get it once our good karma has come through? No, that's not how you got to that point. It's not because you even, you're doing what you're doing, or you are elevating, reaching your vibration because you want perks. Okay, to that. This is just the way that this dimension is now operating. It is giving perks. Now I see your sticker. It says we are the 140 million. Never seen a sticker like that. Interesting. I'm hearing as you move quickly, if anything, people will be more confused, especially as they can't keep up with you. It's like, wait, how is she cooler than me now? It's like, fuck off, something like that. It was a classic, like, they used to be the coolest thing back in high school, and, but they weren't. I see something that says Peruvian brothers. It's like, I'm hearing something about the United Kingdom, the UK. It's like, they were taking advantage of people because they thought, that's, yeah, people who were using and abusing their attraction or whatever, that all has a time and a place. Literally walking in the circle. Guys, I can't wait to do like a vlog series. I would love to like literally show you like what's what, where I'm at, but maybe when we're not in a home city, So, anyways. Yeah, so some of you, this is history. This is a past life energy. It's like there's like this inherent kind of like, this didn't work in the past, and they still did it, and you still maybe went along with it. It's like, could be something along the lines of, they own my work, and like, I knew I shouldn't have given them the rights, but it's like, now you freaking own it. You own your work, you own your shit. And it's like, so there's just like, how did this happen? It's like, we have to look at the root, and the root is things that don't make sense, but we try to make them make sense. And like, I know that's not right. I wouldn't want someone doing that to me, but yeah, I'm doing it to somebody. That whole thing. That's where people start to really, let's back it up quick, really learn how the world, the universe, is truly laid out. This is where this dimension now serves at lightning speed that agenda of learning, doing shadow work, learning about what is not just comfortable but challenging the status quo with your higher self. Mm-hmm. In other words, always remaining humble. Okay, as well. And that says love, throat chakra. Ooh. For some of you, if this is a relationship, oh my God, I'm seeing two people. They're literally twins. They're wearing cowboy shirts. They're matching. It's a guy and a girl. So I was just gonna say, if maybe this is a matter of a relationship for you, I'm here in Cambridge. It's a matter of relationship with you. That, guys, there's a shop and it says Florida on it. You're just talking about Florida. So it could be a message for me. Yeah. I'm hearing Tulane University. It can be for some. But anyways, I see it says Caps. Could be Capricorn. Somebody here dealing with that one. And then it says fourth. Okay, so yeah, for somebody, this is cycles. Some of you're in multiple lifetimes. I see a turquoise colored truck. Interesting. Now, this message will especially apply to those who you've been working towards. I'm seeing Mo. You've been working towards some sort of project that engages the public space. Performers, especially, I'm seeing there's something about. I'm seeing EW. It could be initials here for some. Some of you're designing something. So let's back it up quick. Yeah, someone was making fun of something, but it's like, it's not because they're even qualified. It's not like they're a critic, but they're just, they're not creating anything, so they got to be a critic. But they got to be one. It's not that they are one. They don't have something really to account for that. Like, them criticizing people, really, if you look at their record, doesn't do much. I'm hearing Iris. It makes me think of a song by the Goo Goo Dolls. It doesn't do much. It's not like they take people from like this to that, No. It's like, if anything, look at their circle. It's the friends actually getting smaller and smaller for some. It's a very specific message. For some of you, somebody maybe was a bit, critical, and, you decided not to let it define you. Let's back it up. This person maybe like kind of wanted to take your project in a direction that wasn't going to be compatible with you. I feel really creepy in this window. I feel like people maybe, I don't feel creepy, it's all good, but I just thought for a second, maybe they just thought for a second, like, what are they doing there? Yeah, I don't care. It's like, I'm not here to give his life context, it's like, he got to get focused on his car. I'm hearing that, his car, the wheels on it, and how he's riding that thing out. Like, is he successful? Does he feel successful? Someone is making problems in your life because they feel insecure, and it's like, I can't like tell the slug to cross the road. What? Yeah, I'm hearing even slowly at that. Like, that should be something like he needs to get his. For some of you, even hearing his libido in check. It could be a Mars thing, but the intention, the will, like, I can't do that for you. I'm hearing it. Like, some of you, maybe you're dealing with someone, it's like, they're just not, it's not clicking. I'm seeing Ham, Ham. I immediately thought of Hamlet for some. It's like, he's acting like a ham. It does not mean it's kind of lazy. Now, for some of you, it's like, maybe you're just feeling like this is not going to be helpful. You collaborating with this person, and I feel like you separated, you stepped back, and this person was like, oh, it's like, how in the world? I'm hearing Pisces. How in the world will this person do without me? For some of you, like we hear saying, a past life energy, it can be that. I'm hearing Janet, I'm hearing as well. Janet. No, it's like that could have been. I see a wooden walking stick here. Could be a very beautiful message. Some of you, you're designing something. Some of you going to be like really doing very well with that. I see in the next year. Yeah, some of you going to be like, honestly, it'll just be a niche thing. You'll just take off with that. Hi, sweetie pooch. Aw, poochie pooch. So yeah, you'll take off. Let's back it up. I'm seeing a candy wrapper there. Maybe this is the type of thing where it just, it's a very simple starting point. It's a very simple starting point, but it takes off, and I don't see that you are like the type here who, you didn't try to make people know when you're authentic with your past. Maybe there's someone even you want to collaborate with, and they were taking it in a direction that was real to me. Maybe you are even a musician. For me, you're the rap there. You're like, no, maybe this person's a producer, they're an editor. It's like, I don't want you on my track. It's like you're making it sound like awkward, but maybe they'll be like, what? Like, how? Like, I'm like this or that. It's like, you're like, no, I see an evil eye here. Yeah. It's like, no. Now, oh God. Okay. In the Astro chat, this is a very particular message for someone. In the Astro chat, I think it was Pisces, possibly Gemini. Something about China came through. Was it the weekly readings? The one we did this morning and weekly members, something about China came through. If it is not, please feel free to correct. It may have been even an Astro chat, or the Taurus reading or something of the sort from last night, or this morning, but maybe not. I think it was a weekly. But anyways, I'm looking in the window here. It says "Make it happen." It says Chica, but I read that immediately as China. So when I see a dragonfly there, some of you, you're gonna be doing very well. I'm hearing AM. Yep, and a truck went by right there. It says RMA, but it's like they don't get it. I'm seeing the Canadian insignia. What is it? It's like a little leaf. They're not meant to understand. They're not meant to be on that boat with you. Some of you are meant to create this on your own and be independent with this. Some of you you're an entrepreneur, and you're meant to start like in that way. You're not meant to have someone next to you, feeling so-called confident, comfortable. You're not meant to be feeling so-called confident, comfortable from the get-go. That's how it's meant to be. That's sometimes we think like, no, like, it's more comfortable maybe to, I don't know, however it is, So I think now is more the focus on being natural with where you're really at and being vulnerable with that process. Like, no, I started humble and I started at this point, and that's what it is. And I'm not going to change this or that. It's like, I don't want to, I'm here for some of you wear makeup. I don't know. It's a very particular message. Maybe you have someone trying to market your craft. I'm hearing Jasmine, but like, you don't want to have a producer, for example. You're like, I want to be solo. I want people to see that I'm not perfect so-called right now. Why do I need to Photoshop that? Even something like this. So it's kind of like, at first it may seem like, wow, it's like, am I nobody? Like, I don't have a record label. I'm hearing that. Not necessarily. Sometimes that can honestly, even technically, guys, like, think about how many people are just like one-hit pop stars. Sorry if that's someone here, but like, I mean, imagine, it's like, they just kind of, instead of letting that person, and then, there's a shadow of fame. Unfortunately, it hits certain people. It hits people. So there's this moment where, trust the universe in pulling certain people out of your story, especially in the beginning stages of your career. Some of you, you're a fashion designer. Some of you, you have your way. And like, I think it's just starting to get distracting when you're bouncing your ideas off of other people, possibly. It can be, maybe at first you're like, well, there are perks to having like a business partner, but then, what is the source? Why are you doing this business? And does having a partner interrupt that natural flow state of your creative work? Some of you, it's like you feel like I don't, you're starting to filter and limit your personal values and your visions and your creative energy through this other person. This person's so, you get, good for you, sir. It's like, it's like, maybe you feel this person's trying to, okay. Okay, it's like, bro, like, okay, let me put some noise. That's even worse. This isn't, yeah, that's noise counseling. Um, it's like, that you feel this person is starting to try and just flex in the business. You guys hear? It's like you're trying to just flex in the business. I'm hearing Leo, shadow Leo. Let me tell you, nothing like a shadow Leo. Shit. It's like, bro, we're loving light. People have their things. We'll take it here to the quiet part of the library. While we are in the Akashic Records. In the Akashic Records. Yeah, exactly, Jesse. So someone showing off. You're in the ball. It's like he's competing with himself. Love it. Like, I don't want to make fun of nobody, but I don't want to make fun of anybody. But let me subliminally message him, like, bro, like, you don't need to flex in this moment to feel flexible. What? Yeah. He just said, yeah, if you are, I feel like he may be on a wavelength. He's experiencing something. Wow. Imagine if we did a series, like, I'm hearing Nat Geo, but like city edition, or just walking through the city and then we just do a random reading on someone in the environment. Like, let's back it up. Anyway, so it happens anyways. Okay, so why not record it, right? Well, maybe it's a liability. I don't know. No, fuck. No, it wouldn't be a liability. Are you kidding? This is for entertainment purposes only. I think it would be. It would be pretty entertaining enough so that that's obvious. We're on a disclaimer. Oh my god. Anyways, that's a different idea. Okay, that's a different thing than what maybe I don't know. Different idea than maybe what. It's like, guys, like, there's a moment, like, I feel like maybe you're dealing with someone who's trying to, oh my god. Listen, we're not showing his face, it's not like we've seen him, but imagine how embarrassed he would be. It's like, sir, like, you're on a, oh, shoot. Frick, like, my cup is, like, falling. See, I have my own hysteria, but I keep it quiet. It's okay. Interesting. Well, anyways. For some of you, you hear this music? Sounds like something like Japanese, like a J-pop. So now, oh, he's extremely buff. He looks uncomfortable almost. Okay, why are we? Oh wait, this is Gemini energy. Now let's get back to it. And for some guys, like, honestly, like, I feel like I just see someone here, like, you have a very particular stitching. Like, I see you here with someone. You guys are designing puppet dolls. I see you like sewing something. Now you have a coworker, or whatever. It's like they're like trying to like change your stitch style. It's like, but that was your quirk. Like, that was what made you cool. I see a red Fiat going by. It's like, you don't need to stitch differently to make your sweater feel right for you. It's like, yeah. And so for some of you, it's like, you're doing it for you. I'm even seeing someone who's a fashion designer, but first they're designing for themselves. I'm not, yeah, so for someone very particular, they're not designing for like the masses. They're not sitting here designing for the masses. They're designing for themselves, but maybe there's some like, business nogule, okay, kind of coming through, like trying to sweep up your creative, flow and trying like bye-bye. Okay, your creative juices and put you in a corner of like the demographic is this and bye. Like nobody ever was successful like that. I'm sorry. And if they were, they didn't really make a huge, difference in people's lives because it is what it is. It's the authenticity of the experience for some, but always talk to your person practitioner, talk to your specialist, your lawyer, your etc. Because this is a general video, and I don't know what everybody's going through. It's like, okay, yeah, head of Apple, financial department, Nat is on to something, okay. Tomorrow's like, we shut down half the company, or I don't know, this is a stupid joke, but let's get back to it. I don't know, it may not be stupid. Maybe this is really like, you guys are, that's how you have to think. It's like, I could be the next Apple. I could be the next this. I could be the next that. But that's if I am from that inception point, the Steve Jobs of my own creation, of my own life, where I'm unabashedly creative and quirky. You know, we need quirk. Think about how many businesses and like this and that is so mundane and like overrun and just kind of boring and stale. It's like stale cracker ideas. Like we don't need more of that. You know, not in 5D. And let's back it up to the culture. Yeah, it's like the more that you try to fall in line with like first off, just let's why do you need to impress this person? You know, when you do though, try to impress this person. I feel like you just it stops the momentum. He has a puppy dream. He just literally like barked in his puppy dream. Oh my god. Okay. Um, maybe it's a family member. It's a parent. It's like who said this person's an authority? You know. Um, and maybe nobody. Maybe you just you have to question the why do I fall into that rhythm into that space of like, hey, dad, what about this idea? Dude, what do you think? It's like why do we need to ask that of that person? It slows the momentum down. Then we get into the mind, So it is not easy. That's a lot of reworking and reprogramming, maybe, but I'm seeing for some of you here, I see a feather. Some of you are very guided in a certain project here that you're working on, and you're deciding, should I bring someone in? Should I keep this person in the picture? I see something about construction. Yeah, in some ways, would it be easier to like, shoot, I just bent his ear. It's like, would it be easier if I, would, invite this person into the project? It's like, why? Sometimes we think like it would be fun, like let that person like join in, even maybe you are doing something very well and you want someone else to partner up with you. I'm hearing sage smoking right here. Come on, man. Okay. Oh well. And it's like, but then the priority is your creative vision, I would say. And so let's get back. To where we were. I want Isaac smelling secondhand smoke as well. So yeah, and some of you, it's like maybe you even like are paying for someone to commission something, but you kind of maybe you've tried it a few times, and now it's like I think I want to stop with that, and especially if you're feeling indebted, like anyone who's worth any part of your life should inspire you to be independent and individualistic, right? Independent thinking. Okay, literally, this dude who was smoking, like a creep following me into here, not like but yeah, no, in terms of entities, almost crashed right into me. Like, bro, hello, I was running away from your smoggy aura. Let's back it up. Oh, okay. For some, it's like I'm starting to think that you're clouding up my creative vision. Okay, and it's like then you want to like step out of the conversation with them, and then you're feeling wound back into it somehow. Maybe you took a break and then you come back into the convo, and it's like no, it's like I see where this is starting to. Let's back up for pressure. Starting to like kind of cloud the vision. Wow, guys, look at these glasses. Listen, I've never done a fashion edition, but I think those are pretty cute. Can you imagine? I don't know. It's like who cares if someone agrees with you on that? Like, some of you didn't, you maybe got used to not having a producer. You got maybe that person, let's back it up for pressure, whatever. They were missing for 3 months, and it was up to you to be alone, to be independent, solo, and you loved it. Okay, now this person's back, and it's like, I don't think you're feeling any better. It's like I don't think you're feeling any better, So I'm hearing the new established rules. Okay, so yeah, if you know what it's referring to, can you type spiral candy? Um, bugs. Yeah, it's like great. Like now that he's back, like everything is going sideways. So let's play it. So sometimes some of you like you have to make a clear break. Maybe this person coming back gives you the opportunity to say, hey, like I just don't think this is gonna work. Maybe some of you are kind of like you don't want to say it. It's like I don't want to like say it's like don't want to work with you, but like I'm sorry, like yet again, if someone's gonna be intimidated by that or hurt by that, it's like then that is further clue that that's further indication they're in the shadow too with you. And that's probably what you're picking up on, that this person's kind of clingy and dependent on you. Can you guys just imagine if someone's hiding in that window up there? This is creepy. I don't know what this vibe is, but anyways. Oh, okay. Now, maybe you feel like this person is always around you. Maybe you did separate from this person. You're starting to think, uh, are they going to take my idea? Now, this came through last night. If that is your concern, I would recommend last night's Astro chat. Some of you, you're too much in this middle ground of like, well, technically nothing is wrong, but some of you seeing some kind of strange intention. This guy was just walking by and he was kind of like staring. It's like a glare and kind of like cursing. So it's like, but he's just walking on his way, and there we go with some thunder. So we keep going in and out. That could be a message. There's something, guys, maybe literally you're testing something out and you're just like, it just doesn't feel right. And, maybe, at the end of the day, like, back to the pressure. You're feeling very grateful that you had the opportunity to be able to place this energy. I don't want to touch that without asking them though. But yeah, these are so cute. These glasses, guys, they have a red pair. It's got like a Willy Wonka vibe to it, doesn't it? Watch them come be like, no filming. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, so. Oops. Yeah, but there's just. I'm here with something about vanilla. Some of you have an idea for like maybe even like an ice cream truck. Oh, this came through in the weekly. Anyways, whatever this idea is that you got, it's your love child, and it comes from that space of unconditional love, and it's really important who you partner up with, right? It's really important to ensure that there isn't just a functional connection. Maybe you do have a partner, but you're not feeling this sentimental connection, and whatever that means. If it isn't a business, it's like, are we able to be also in alignment with our values in terms of the broader humanitarian scope of our work, or the I'm hearing something about a pledge. The let's back it up. Something the maybe there is some sort of value to the company even. It is, let's back it up. Yeah, this has to do with maybe even something, how do we see this? The rights? I hear that. Maybe, for example, your business partner doesn't believe in like, giving back. I'm hearing something about when like they don't want to focus on that. I don't know. There's something about the your overall your priorities, but also your values, your morals. So we'll see in the next radio, guys. um, cheers for dorky vibes. But we had some fun. Thanks for joining us on our little outing, y'all, and our outing here. And yeah, let's back it up. Maybe someone here from the south. It could also be for some. But yeah, I'm hearing, circling back to the foundation of your vision. We'll see in your intention. We'll see in the next videos, guys. Let's clear anything else. Your imagination. Some of you're illustrators for a Disney. I see that. A company here is a big company. Maybe you're illustrators and you're like, I want to put you're very creative. You're very, very gifted. You're like, I want to put this into motion. I see a guy wearing a shirt that says local on it. I want to put this into motion in such a way where, I feel I'm giving back to the community. Okay, that can also be, this is something, maybe someone even wants to invest in your company, and it could be venture capital. Like, that's going to take you, yeah, your company, unfortunately, you're not going to like. It's like, hey, now, it could be that a huge conglomerate company, I'm hearing something about Starbucks, may try to sort of, you feel they're trying to take over. Okay. So, anyways, guys, yeah, it's really about, I feel, your, I'm hearing something about an indie film. Maybe you're saying, I don't want to go global right off the bat. Maybe you're thinking, I don't want to go global right off the bat. Everyone's like, why? Like, that's what everybody, I don't care. It's like, listen, yet again, it's like, imagine if Steve Jobs was like, yeah, this is what everyone else would do if they were me. It doesn't work like that. When you're an innovator, you don't work backwards like that. You become a Steve Jobs so-called because you get to that point where you're like, I don't care who I am in relation to who has been before me kind of vibes, right? And people are going to criticize you. Oh, wow, look, he's so like, yeah, so ahead of himself. Look, he thinks he's so like creative or whatever. It's like, oh, he thinks, he's, yeah, but why? Why would somebody not think they're creative? We're all creative. Let's back it up quick. This is positive energy. It's like, why would I think that I don't have it in me to take that creativity and create something with it? That's only my perspective. So this is a matter of also aligning with people, and maybe that means being alone for a period of time in this project timeline, not being not collaborating with anybody until you find that tribe that really does talk to your creative self. Okay, not your collaborative self, not your. I'm hearing Jimmy. I'm hearing your socialite self, whatever that means, your networker self. Okay, yeah, it's like, sure, you can get some hits earlier on. You can make some, yeah. Most people are not going to favor also risky. Especially, I don't know. This may be something financial, like, and personally, like when I was working on a startup years ago, okay, I saw it for myself. People, they may even believe in the idea, but they don't want to say they do. They're scared of saying, like, so scared of, wow, what if I'm that one person who, like, they're afraid. People are afraid. They have a complex. They're scared of being stupid. It's like people who like to critique because it gives them a sense of, you know, meaning, and they feel safer in that space to not so-called put themselves on the line. And honestly, yeah, to to realize the worth and the potential. And that's not your problem. I'm seeing something that says Austin, something about someone's aunt. I'm hearing Ivan. It's like you don't need to talk to those people about your vision to feel better about it as well. And sometimes you have to get off of that. Yeah. So, it is about leadership, guys, and it is though also about your inspiration. Okay. Um, And that is, I believe, what we're here for. We're here to be truly one with our vision, our goal. I'm hearing something about the Senate. I don't know what that's about. We're here truly to be creative. And until we get to that point where we're, not judging our creative vision, that's, yeah, the karma we will face ultimately as well. So, yet again, if people don't, yeah. Now, for some, real quickly here, we've already closed it out, and the headphones are also about to die. Oh my god! But anyways, we need to go. There is yeah, let's back it up quick. Some of you have people in your business right now who are they're holding the potential back of the company, and then you're starting to think maybe this isn't worth something. No, it's the people who are involved with you. I don't know. This may be very controversial, but I'm seeing that clearly. The karma is not, you're like, why is the idea going south? Because no, and you know it. If you were to step back, okay, and really meditate on what the hell's going on with this project, think back, trace back to the very, very beginning. You, for some of you, maybe you were very successful when you were just on your own. So maybe now something got a bit drawn out. So it is about, for some of you, the inception of this idea, reconnecting. Let's clear it. Communicating with yourself. I hear it like this as well. Um, and getting used to empowering your idea. So some of you, maybe, you were dealing with like an industry even where people were like, it was maybe a very like controversial or competitive space. And some of your, yeah, I'm hearing you are, okay, for some of you, this is extremely controversial. I'm hearing you're indirectly re-navigating a whole industry. So it's like, obviously, they're not going to want that as well. Maybe there is a financial controversy here. Maybe people are not going to make money off of you making this change. So it's like, instead of, I feel maybe, I'm hearing interacting, maybe directly in that space. I don't know what that means for everybody. Maybe you want to take a more, release expectations, especially those of others, and identify your vision, not only in terms of what the vision is that you want to create something out of, right? But also the vision of what sits around that. So take time to really imagine who you really want to work with in this space, who it is you really want to share your ideas with. And this is very interesting because years ago, before I started the channel, I remember I was still working on this fashion or whatever. And I was I'm like, I don't want to work in this shallow industry. I'm sorry, I don't. And I was like, yeah, like, I love fashion, okay, for art and this and that. But I still, there was so much more to my passion that I knew of myself. And, I said, I want to work with people who are open-minded, who are, positive as well, wanting to be, okay, and open-minded in terms of things such as energy and spirituality and, yeah, spiritual, yeah. So, and I had to really outline that. And some of you, it's a matter of interacting in that space and maybe sort of, having the initiation to step out and explore this culture. I hear it like this. So thank you guys for tuning in. Maybe it is you, yeah. It's a bit of a new even influence. Okay, so thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you in the next videos, and maybe some of you want to even kind of test out. Okay, even experiment with. It's maybe an influence culturally that you may even want to. Some of you may want to travel. This sounds like a more extensive video. Maybe we'll do this later because I'm kind of getting that there could be other factors here. Okay, this is kind of getting, yeah, it's a more complicated message for some. But yeah, maybe there's something let's back it up to a throw program. There's something that you maybe want to, even just think about, like, check in with yourself and reflect, does this work for me? Right. And really, some of you definitely need to move. Okay, I see that your environment is like affecting your creative energy. So your visionary capabilities, and you're like, why am I'm hearing Brandon. It's like, why am I not feeling like, it's because of your environment for some of you. I'm seeing 4404 there. Yeah, yeah. So there is something maybe about a move. I feel like some of you, there is something maybe that you want to even adopt into that space, and possibly even, you want to take something, you want to learn something from a new sensory output. How do we say, some new even content? How do we say this? Yeah, this is a more extensive message, guys. I see that, let's clear on Russia. There's some sort of influence, or I'm hearing volume, something about content of some kind, but you would have to sort of remobilize. Okay, but you would have for something literally to move. I don't know, especially if you have like an actual company that you're creating. Anyways, yeah, I think you guys are just planning on maybe something about your resources, but it's about the integration, I think, of all of your values. So, some of you need to maybe even kind of step away from a certain. Let's clear it. This is a very complicated message, guys. Oh wow. Some of you feel very stuck in a certain space maybe, or you feel like someone here, or some space, you have an offer coming in. Some of you, this is a test. You have an offer. Let's put on the sacred on the root. You have an offer coming in. Some of you also, I am getting this message that you want to focus more on you. You want to invest in you rather than just you know, the company. Okay, some of you have something of an offer coming up, but is it something very exciting? Yeah, but think really hard about, you know, I think the headphones just died there. Would this make me feel like I cannot explore and I cannot feel? I'm hearing ultimately invincible. You know? It is about how you feel that you are being real with you. And, you know, some of you, this may not be a bad idea, but think about the terms. If you feel like this is something that you can't get out of, the contract is, you know, they may not communicate like, yeah, we have this expectation, but you may feel like something is not allowing you to kind of also be independent. So we'll see you in the next videos, guys. Take care.